like this is one of those type of wins that a young team can really sort of build off of?
Well, we hope so. You know, we done played a lot of close games already right now to start the year, and we done had some tough losses, some big leads that we didn't let go. But the only way you learn how to win these games is to actually do it.
I don't know if this is too much of a big picture question, but does it feel like this is one of those games that this really that shows why the Spurs wanted to come and get you? You know, the opponent's making a fourth quarter push, you know, young teammates, and they can turn to you, you know, to calm things down, handle the ball, make things happen down the stretch. Just wondering if that kind of registers. I know it's right after the game, but
you might have to ask them. You know what I mean? But I definitely know what I'm capable of, and situations that I've been in over and over again, you know, for years is late game situations, last 3-4 minutes. But I think for us, we've had so many different guys in and out of the lineup, so we just trying to figure out things that work on every given night. But guys stepped up. Everything was by committee. It was a defensive effort tonight, and that's why we won.
How's your finger?
It's all right now. We'll see how I feel in the morning.
What do you think is the next step? As you guys, you always say, you know, we're going to try to win some along the way and learn.
Yep.
What do you need to work on as a group?
Consistency. That's it. You know, and I think that's what we talked about after the game is that we got to expect to win, right? Especially games like this. And so tonight I think we executed the game plan perfectly. You know, our defense we helped all night. We knew, you know, what Shea and Jalen were capable of, and we just wanted to shift all night. So I think us just putting strings of games together, not be a win one, lose a couple, win one. So I think that's the next step for us is consistency.
Chris, what do you admire about Harrison? You know, his game, the way he carries himself, and
everything. Yeah. You know, HB is just a consummate pro. You know, and it's crazy. I know Harrison for a long time since he was in high school, but you don't really get a chance to know someone until you become teammates. You spend a lot of time together. But I don't know how much older I am than Harrison, but I've learned things from him already this season. You know, I have a routine at what time I get there and all this stuff, and it's cool to see a guy who has a routine the same way. You know, so I'm extremely grateful for Harrison and him being here with this team.
Chris, which players, based on your personal observation, have done well as far as being able to adapt on the court despite the recent injuries?
Everybody. Everybody. If you see our practices, I mean, guys are working, you know, every single day. Guys are out there working. At shoot-around this morning, guys are working before shoot-around. You know, guys, they call them vitamins, you know, and I think I'm probably most happy for Keldon Johnson. You know, it was a shooting drill yesterday after practice, and we stayed for the longest. And he was just trying to finish his drill, and to see the work pay off today. You know, I think that's what's really dope about this team is to see guys get rewarded for the work they've been putting in.
Did you say you called it vitamins?
Yeah, that's just what it's called.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of putting that work in, Charles has been putting a whole bunch of work coming back from his ACL. What did you think of the way he played tonight?
Bassey was unbelievable. The way he kept, you know, the tip outs alive and all that different stuff. You know, when I signed and got here this summer, Bassey was coming back from injury, and so was Devin. You know, so to see those guys work back, and like I said, we've had different guys in and out, but guys just stay ready, and that's what you got to do when you're a pro.
A young guy like Steph, how important is it for him to be allowed to just play through some of the mistakes in the rookie moment?
Steph probably get tired of me talking to him all game long. You know what I mean? But I hope he doesn't, because I just, like, I'm lightweight envious of him. You know what I mean? Just because of his ability, you know, and I think his maturity. Right, like he just turned 20, but he seemed like a 30-year-old man. He's just really, really good on both ends of the court. He's determined. He's a competitor, and all game long, when you see me talking to him, I'm probably telling him to shoot the ball, be aggressive or whatnot. And I guess because I remember those days when I was a lot faster and downhill and could get by people, and I know what he's capable of, so I just try to stay on him. And when he makes mistakes, we live with it because it's always coming from a good place.
Thank you.
All right, no problem.